At the far western edge of Pakistan's coastline, the land narrows into a hammer-shaped peninsula before meeting the Arabian Sea. Fishing boats, coastal settlements, and new transport corridors now share this landscape with deep water berths designed for the vessels arriving from some of the world's busiest shipping routes. Here stands Gwadar Port. Its importance begins with geography. Gwadar lies near the entrance of Strait of Hormuz, through which a substantial share of global economy trade passes. It faces sea lanes connecting the Gulf with South Asia, East Africa, and Europe, while its position outside the strait gives it strategic value during the periods of disruption or regional tension. The port's existing complex includes a 602-meter quay, 3 multi-purpose berths, and a separate 100-meter service berth. Ships approach through a 4.7-kilometer channel. The outer section is 14.4 meters deep, while the inner section reaches 13.8 meters. The turning basin can receive vessels measuring up to 295 meters, and current facilities can accommodate ships of approximately 50,000 deadweight tons with drafts of up to 12.5 meters. The modern project took shape in 2002 when construction formally began. A long-term master plan followed in 2006. Port operations were placed under a concession arrangement in 2007, and management was transferred to China Overseas Ports Holding Company in 2013. Gwadar later became one of the most visible components of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Physical connectivity has expanded gradually. The 19-kilometer East Bay Expressway links the port with Pakistan's highway network, allowing cargo to bypass congested urban roads to move towards inland markets. Alongside the harbour, the Gwadar Free Zones covers 2,281 acres. Its initial 60-acre phase has been completed, while the larger second phase is planned for warehousing, logistics, processing, manufacturing, and export-oriented activity. Yet, infrastructure alone does not create a successful port. For much of its recent history, Gwadar attracted greater strategic attention than the commercial traffic. Shipping lines require predictable schedules, efficient clearance, competitive charges, reliable road connections, and enough cargo in both directions to justify regular calls. Signs of greater activity appeared in 2026. By July 10th, published port records listed 10 recent vessel calls and around 194,000 metric tons of handled cargo. In May, the MV Jia Shan arrived with more than 53,000 tons of steel billets after being diverted from Oman. With a draft of about 12.8 meters, the ship provided an important test of channel, marine services, berthing arrangements, and cargo handling teams. Authorities have also introduced incentives to improve Gwadar's commercial appeal. Berthing charges for container, transit, and transshipment vessels were reduced by 25%. International transshipment container fees were cut by 40%. Transit container charges by 31%, and general cargo received 1 month of pre-storage. A more significant shift came when Gwadar began serving ships rather than merely receiving cargo. In July 2026, NLC and Vitol completed the port's first commercial bunkering operation. A bunker barge delivered 2,500 metric tons of IMO compliant with low sulfur fuel oil to ENU-GU, a UAE-owned LNG vessel. The marine fuel was produced domestically at the Synergico Pakistan Limited refinery, linking local refinery capacity with emerging maritime services. Bunkering can transform the economics of port. A vessel stopping for fuel may also purchase water, food, technical assistance, spare parts, agency service, and crew support. Each call creates business for suppliers, transporters, engineers, surveyors, and port operators while generating foreign exchange and strengthening the marine fuel supply chain. Gwadar's location makes this development particularly relevant. With geopolitical tensions affecting established routes and ports across the region, international operators may seek alternative refueling points. Gwadar could become a credible option, but only if fuel remains completely priced, available in sufficient quantities, and delivered without delays. This matters for Pakistan's maritime economy and coastal development. Gwadar Port is therefore entering a new phase. Its future will not be determined by location or symbolism alone, but by how consistently it converts infrastructure into cargo, vessel services, investment, employment, and dependable links with global shipping.